O come, thou wisdom from on high, who orderest all things mightily. To us the path of knowledge show, and teach us in her ways to go. I don't know about you, but the first thing that comes to mind when I hear the word wisdom is not a biblical text. Still, it's a sacred one. It's what's called the Serenity Prayer, attributed to a couple of different folks, but beloved of many, especially those in the recovery community. If you know it, say it along with me. God, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, courage to change the things that I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. Amen to that. We live in a culture that prizes knowledge, expertise, intelligence. But even though this antiphon for today conflates wisdom with those, I'd argue that wisdom is actually something different. Something that's a little bit hard to define, something mysterious, which means both that it's hard to figure out and also that it's a mystery, like the mystery of Christmas, which has endless depth and meaning. That mystery is why we know it as one of the attributes of God. Wisdom is divine and something we rightly pray for. After all, wisdom is not something we can study up on, research, or even Google. It's something that has to be obtained in living, even in making mistakes. And sometimes, as the Serenity Prayer alludes to, there's wisdom in not doing something, not trying something, and not claiming to be something. There's wisdom in admitting what we cannot change, what is not possible right now. There's wisdom in admitting who or what we are not. This whole season of Advent really brings us to the edge of our own power and knowledge. Whatever we can do in our lives and in our world, we cannot make Christmas come any faster. Whatever we research, study, or Google, we cannot predict or control the movements of God in our lives or in history. What we can do is pray. Pray for the wisdom of discernment, that divine wisdom to visit and teach us both what is ours to do and what is not. May God in this season grant you wisdom, that wisdom that is deeper than knowledge, more mysterious than proficiency, and more life-giving than intelligence. May you be blessed with wisdom in this season, the wisdom to know the difference, to know what is yours to control, to plan, to fret over, and what is not, what you can give over to God. May you know who you are in this season, God's very own beloved, and who you are not, which is Jesus, who is very different indeed. And amen to that.
O come thou wisdom from on high, who orderest all things mightily. To us the path of knowledge show, and teach us in her ways to go. Rejoice, rejoice.